hoping you're far enough away that Nair comes out. Oh, okay. That's an opener.
It is a quick draw, so you know I guess it gets the job done.
The Mexican standoff.
And it's just an up B and neutral at this point. Look at the down tilt extension off that neutral as well. Beautiful stuff. And tries to go through the punish, anticipating the cross-up, wasn't actually able to find it, but Mega with optimal follow-ups of his own, able to get so much damage off that.
What's that WhyDo.org, I wonder?
I'm typing it in as we speak, as we commentate, because I feel like I have to know at this point. But yeah, he's dashing in. He's looking for like a neutral, like pretty standard. You get so much stuff off of it, and he's trying to also condition the shield. So his game plan's really simple. Alternate between falling neutral and then tomahawks as well.
One of the biggest things that I noticed with Mega's Ike is that he wants to be endlessly patient. He wants to hit the lowest of back airs. He wants to hit the slightest, earliest or latest hits of neutral air. Everything relating to, what did you find out, Dar?
I went on the website. We'll talk about that after the set. So he's able to get the up throw. He's looking for maybe to scout out some sort of an air dodge, looking for some of these up throws as well. He's dashing his shielding, he's dashing his shielding, and you know what he's looking for? He's looking for a throw. He's looking for a grab, but so is Mega. Not able to get the neutral B as WhyDo's up B hitbox sharks under the stage.
Look at how quick some of these throws are. Going for it again there. Third grab is not the charm for Mega, who looked to get a grab in the corner, but there it finds, able to find it there. Going for the up throw and still trying to track, but that's where the flip jump comes in, and this is could have been a starter for WhyDo, but the land on the
a little bit too late. Yeah, maybe he was also anticipating Mega dropping back down to the stage. He wanted to be nice and safe, but you play a little bit too passive, and your opponent gets away with being aggressive. And now, all of a sudden, he has a totally even stock count between the two of them. Down throw into the neutral, excuse me. Look at these extensions, 50-40% off of a grab. That's wild.
Shout out to the forward air first after, and the drift back, but in order to not only get that forward air, but to make it sure it sent right to the platform. You turned what's normally a 30 to 40% combo into like a 50 to 60% combo just with that.
95% off of basically 2.5 interactions at this point. He's looking for the delayed neutral. He wasn't able to find it successfully. Up B does not kill quite yet, and he almost gets the punish on the quick draw, but not fast enough to make up that horizontal distance. Dashing, 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 baiting a goal, but not punishing it.
Oh, that was the startup of an up smash, but it's going to easily lose to Ike's massive neutral air. Everything about this matchup comes down to range and comes down to spacing for Mega. But if he's getting overshot and then held block as he waited out the down tilt with a massive punish in turn, the up smash.
Late hit dash attack into up B, up smash into up B. These follow-ups are bizarre to say the least. So in character for WhyDo, and he is playing with them so effectively.
I do want to shout out me Brawler dash attack though. That move is insanely active, and it traverses quite a fair bit of distance in addition to that. Reading the roll on, down throw into up B.
Finally found it. Mega kept rolling back onto the stage. He got the punish on it. He tries to shot put, doesn't find it successfully, and he keeps Mega stuck in disadvantage.
All right, setting up yet more, looking for these back airs here as Mega is able to find an anti-air. There you can never underestimate the amount of control a character like Ike can have over a game with that rage, but falling up air in the slickest of ways confirms into that up B and confirms into the stock and game for WhyDo.
I gotta say, he played genuinely beautifully. That entire time, his movement was so subtle. It's like he was dancing around Mega in a lot of ways, right? The way that he was dashing, shielding, dashing and grabbing, the way that he was just like always mixing up what he was going to do. It seemed like Mega could not get his hands on him for almost the entirety of that last stop.
Yeah, such a clean overshoot, and then we get to see some insane drift. And that a later hit of the up air as well. That gives you yet more time to confirm into that up B, which if you're able to combo into thrusting uppercut like we had seen time and time again in that game one, the damage is good and the feeling is even better. Yeah.
Without a doubt, and he's looking for that neutral. Okay, but Mega, quick little up B out of the corner. Such a good generous button. Yo, was that a wave-bound side B? Yeah. Did he fade back with that quick draw to get that little bit of horizontal distance? Yep. That was odd but useful.
Yes. I feel like that's Mega's entire repertoire with this character, because he'll go on record and be like, yeah, you know, quick draw is actually really good in a lot of useful situations, and also be like, yeah, landing up air with sucks. So what?
He's a little silly. He's a little silly with it, absolutely. But now he's looking for the jump call out with yet another up air. He's not able to find it. Looking for the falling neutral air. Both of them just falling up airs and falling neutral air galore. Huh? This is the They owe you the same.
Smash Ultimate, man. Just let me throw out my safe aerial, and then you do it.
Oh, my God. And he almost got that double up air pickup, but Mega was all the way off stage. What happened to him?
Yeah, maybe he was caught without his jump because he was well far off stage for a quick draw or Ether to make it back. Is able to find the overshoot dash attack, though, to close out the stock and keep this extremely even. Immediately dropping from Halo platform is WhyDo, but is unable to take advantage of it. The jump call out covers with the air dodge with a grab that time. Oh, Mega is going in right now for a tune of 77%.
Oh, but neutrally a little bit too far up above for WhyDo to find any immediate follow-ups off of it. Maybe up tilt would have actually done something, but that time around, low enough to get weak hit neutrally. But what a platform extension. The epitome of such. Closes out the stock, and now Mega has a lead.
Yeah, and going for some of these larger reversals as well, not only with short hop up airs, but also with big ethers to catch some of WhyDo's landing approaches. Like, it's been all anti-air all the time for Mega in this game number 2, and the platforms are doing an excellent job of setting up for those positions. Oh, hello.
Speaking of platforms setting up in positions, that WhyDo just really got every single drop of damage out of that situation as possible. He's dashing back, but a little bit too late to be able to punish the goal. He wanted falling up into up B, Mega up B's his own out of the corner, and that up B doesn't kill thanks to the height of Town and City.
Yeah. Despite the platforms being well played. Oh, hello, going for it all and just able to make it back, knowing his ranges and using the platform as a shield to avoid hitting the top of Aether.
But he fell out. He fell out of that up B. That could have been so huge for Mega. And now WhyDo still alive, still kicking, stuck on the platform. He's not rushing. And Mega's just spacing out all these F-tilts, all these back airs. He's playing safe.
Oh, with the shield poke, it looks like not able to close out the stock, but with the flip kick pushed out, or the feint jump kick, because it's not flip kick, it's nowhere near as good. He's still able to close out the stock despite the false finish.
Yeah, no, honestly, this was so tragic. That could have been so different, but, you know, he still has to, at the end of the day, he maybe just wants to, like, double jump and up B to get back on. Happens to the best of us. But, yeah, ultimately, I feel like at the end, WhyDo started whiffing a lot in front of Mega's face. He wanted to jump in a lot with a lot of neutralities, and then Mega just sort of stuffed him out a lot. He's like, oh, man, you whiffed in front of me, a sword guy? Okay, F-tilt.
Yeah. Now, do keep in mind that there is modified DSR here at Apex 2022. So WhyDo was unable to go back to Pokemon Stadium 2, which is just a common good character, good stage for vertical combo characters because of the access to those platforms and the height of them.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Small Battlefield can do a lot of the same things.
Yeah, no, for sure. But just maybe not to the same volatile extent as Town and City. That stage is volatile, to say the least. Mega going to be answering back with a couple of his own juggles. WhyDo, it really is so similar to the way that the both of them need to initiate. Though the follow-up trees are so different, they just jump in such similar spaces.
Oh, getting a couple of shot puts here. Lots of utility of that neutral special, but WhyDo unable to close out the stock with it, sees the roll on, but doesn't punish that time. Instead, just using the platform movement to find a back air there. I love how Mega has been trying to find interesting ways to get down, but it feels like WhyDo has been just so flexible with their reactive punish game.
And such a good decision as well. He just knew, hey, this is auto-cancel quick draw. I'm not actually going to try to punish this, but what a hitbox to be able to get that off. Wow.
Couple big forward airs here. Mega needs to go back to the spacing game, but misses the follow-up off of that late neutral air. And it's just little things like that that can feel so terrible when you start watching things go away.
Technical difficulties again, guys.
Yeah,
my bad. We're going to have to cast off. We're spotted again. We're back into it. Never mind. We're all good. And Mega now still just looking for any way to close. Is that going to be it? Yes, it will be. The neutral into the upper actually ends up taking it.
Yeah, just good job on Mega just in order to stay whelmed and to stay in control of the game despite the early lead that WhyDo was able to establish. You cannot let Brawler, you can't feed into the game plan that Brawler type characters like me, Brawler, end up falling back. Oh, what happened?
Okay, right now Mega gets a neutral into the back here as well. Could be looking for a way to hold down the ledge here, looking for these down tilts, and that was so non-committal that he was still able to catch WhyDo, crossing him up the up B. Is that going to be able to kill? Not quite, but look at that up B, look at that up B as well. It's just damage, and the quick drop coming in at the best time is what I would say.
tragic. Not far enough in order to get that ether out. Luckily, we are in a best-of-5 environment, but that's now 2 potential SDs that we've seen from Mega, and you can't let stocks be dropping in that sort of way. The back air comes out, just trying to wrap up, and the eruption will do it, catching the 2-frame and probably even below ledge 2.
Oh yeah, that thing is huge. That thing is active as well. So WhyDo couldn't even shite in time with that up B. So he's dashing, shielding. Mega with the rising back here. Such a good jump call out as well. He is adapting. He is mixing up in the most subtle ways, and he is evening up this damage.
Yeah, because that wasn't just a rising back air, as we see Brawler coming in with these combos. WhyDo trying to get things started. But Mega's mix up between short hop, full hop, IDJ, double jump, like all of these different heights and all of these different variances.
Okay, getting that job. Gonna have a bit of stage control. The question is, what is WhyDo gonna be able to do? Is he gonna be able to close this in any way? Huge extension, huge platform extension. Mega closes that off. That was beautiful.
And he's inching closer and closer to his best major placement, period. This is unprecedented territory for Mega, but he's taking it in stride with just the simplest of combos and the cleanest of progressions, stepping through it all.
I've got to say, between the two of them, Mega's getting these stocks off way easier than WhyDo is, especially when it comes to off the top. He's able to find them in cleaner ways, right? Just because of how generous of hitbox neutral it is for Ike, more so than it is for Brawler. He sets it up easier. He's able to take the stocks off sooner off the top, and it's like WhyDo he can't really match that yet.
Not as of yet, at the very least, but we may get to see some more of those combos uncork. I feel like WhyDo needs to start being a little bit more focused on the individual punish instead of expecting there to be a second one, where Mega will just take everything, and yeah, that sometimes it leads to an SDs, but he's taking what he can get before reverting to neutral.
Oh yeah, so up throw, and tries to go through the up B as well. That's an interesting option. He has yet to be punished for it, but up into the up B, not going to be able to do it either. Ceiling a little bit too high, damage not high enough, but that is the time that he catches the roll. He's not doing anything fancy. He keeps it simple with the up smash.
There's that first sighting of suplex there. That side B is going to be maybe very, very imperative on a stage like on a stage with any sort of platform play. You want to have access to some of these command grabs to beat shield, and the amount of damage it does is massive.
I like the fact that WhyDo is not rushing. He's noticing that Mega's mixing up his movement, so he's just taking a step back. He's assessing the situation, and now he finds himself a huge whiff punish down through into the forward shot put, and then again Mega just keeps making it back on so consistently.
Yeah, but he's got to find more than just these mix-ups, like when it comes to the ether out there, getting up air, but unable to get the double jump in order to make sure thrusting uppercut gets higher up.
You can't whiff like that. You can't whiff that dash attack. That is so vulnerable. He was just a couple of pixels off, and he lost his stock for it.
Just spacing out these back airs. This is kind of what feels like the game WhyDo envisioned when picking the stage last time. You're just able to use the platforms for extensions. You're able to hide under them against the plethora of landing aerials. Finally, the ether comes down and closes out that first stock for Mega, but he's got just a little bit of ways to go.
That's up B in the corner is so good, because if your opponent gets hit by it, you can just be like, okay, I'm going to hold it and hit you. If it doesn't, well, you can just go to the ledge with it on reaction. And Mega has effectively gotten out of the corner so often because of it. And now up air does whiff, and actually that F tilt going to be interrupting whatever Mega was cooking.
Oh, went for up air too early, I feel like. I think you could have gotten the second up tilt during that combo in order to confirm it into a stock with the vertical finishers. But WhyDo still in massive control here, looking for up airs after the quick draw onto stage, and is really respecting Mega's whiff punish range and trying to call him out for it too.
Ooh, but a little bit too far back to get that back here. Just sitting in shield, gets the jump call out. Huge neutral to the forward as well. Doesn't get the 2-frame with neutral as he had envisioned. They're both jumping. They're both jumping, and they're both looking to get the stock somehow.
The air dodge came out, but WhyDo doesn't commit to anything more than just the feint jump. The grab comes in, but goes to immediately the other side of the stage with that kick.
He knew when it was his time to swing. He baited out the kick, and now 90%. Is that going to be able to kill? Not quite. WhyDo can't seem to get the stock off of Mega, but the question is, will Mega make this comeback? Will he be able to get this set win with a 3-1, or is WhyDo going to take this to a game 5?
far from impossible, and let me show you exactly. This neutral is kind of exactly why. Mega is not rushing. He knows that the win condition kind of comes down to more than just one neutral interaction. Ike is not the kind of character that can take games in a blink of an eye. He has to snowball, but the misspacing on that neutral air, just committing it ever so slightly once, and WhyDo lets it rip.
Yeah, I would like to see a slowdown on that last stock. I am curious why that did connect. Was he just too late or too early, hitting the shield? Did he just end up mistiming it, or did he press another option after? Because you don't typically see, that movie immediately get punished. So what do we got? What do we got? I think he just hit the shield too soon. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, you can see it right there. He hits the shield up here instead of more in this range, which...
That's what you need. You need that early, as early to the ground, as late as possible neutral to make it as safe as possible. So you missed time once, especially in the heat of battle. WhyDo is now taking this to a game 5.
Like straight on to Kalos here, instead of going to maybe some of the more conventional stages that you would expect, and unable to go back to town, not wanting to go back to town and city, perhaps it was even banned. Instead, you just give yourself the space. Oh no!
Nah, he makes it back just fine. He's got a wall jump. Okay.
Today
I forgot.
Still, it's an interesting sort of environment, but the perfect one for how Mega wants to approach this. He's like, I want to have the slowdown that comes with a big stage and a big sword, and you having to deal with it, getting hit by that neutral air, and just the most classic of combos, nair, up air from a jumping Ike.
And now WhyDo just looking to mix up his approaches, be it dash shields, be it falling neutralities, and Mega's playing nice and keep away that up air, able to successfully catch landing, coming back in with that side B. He has a lead, and he is pushing this lead as far as possible with that up smash. He keeps punishing those down Bs from WhyDo over and over again.
Oh, gave him the space in order to nair, and by God, Mega was going to throw out that neutral air. Trying to come in clutch, and there is with a huge back air, calling out the lack of option from Mega in the corner, off stage there. And WhyDo getting a chance to open things up with some combo of his own. There's another back air, but the thrusting uppercut missed, but the drift was just enough in order to get by.
Okay, just stutters in front of WhyDo's face and is like, okay, I guess I'll go for an F-tilt here. And now, I gotta say, that suplex does some serious damage. It can catch you sleeping. So just waiting a little bit, looking for the neutral. That one was not safe at all. WhyDo eating so much damage and losing stage control. And again, that down B, I don't love it. It keeps getting punished.
Yeah, these feint jumps are just not the answer to some of the corner pressure that WhyDo has been experiencing, but these combos certainly are looking for the IDJ up air there, but unable to reach it. Down throw into the up B, not on Kalos, so this won't close out the stock quite yet, especially with the lack of rage, but 120 unanswered is huge for WhyDo to try and slowly fight this way back into this game. Mega slows down the bleeding with a couple grabs, though.
Okay, looking for the back end, but what a conversion off. You mentioned this in the beginning of the game. The latest possible hits of those up Bs, converting into the up Bs, so powerful if you finally connect them.
Yeah, speaking of some late hits, got late hit nair into back air. Looking for another feint jump is Mega, who's still holding down center absolutely strong.
Oh yeah, and just crossing up that shield so safely. What an option. What a command grab as well.
Does it again?
He has a read. He has a tell, and he is getting a lot of mileage off of it, but is it too late?
And being able to do 50 or so %, gets the rollback and the jump call out mixed in between, but tries to chase.
He tries to chase. Mega holds it down, nods his head a little bit. He's happy to get that set off before WhyDo could tapped a little bit too hard because, oh man, that was going in the direction of WhyDo.
Yeah, check out this final stock here as we get a look at some of the clips that happened throughout. It's just some nair into up airs, like all of that good stuff. And Mega played that matchup so potently, able to really slow down the tempo as WhyDo wanted to use Brawler scramble tools to put the screws onto Mega, but Mega just didn't let that happen.
Yeah, no, not at all. He held it down. He had his confirms. He had his damage output. He was able to find these kills a little bit sooner than WhyDo did, it felt like. And more than anything, those down B callouts over and over, that was the key to a lot of his ledge trapping. That was the key to getting him a lot of these stocks. It's how he found those openings. And it just felt like he was, you know, he had an easier time doing it than WhyDo did for the majority of that. So once again, congratulations to Mega. His amazing run continues. He makes the upset. Over 50 seed difference between him and WhyDo. He got the win over G Extreme. He got the win over Chunky Kong, and now WhyDo as well. He is taking names.
This had to have been this is an up air, right? This is an up air that he is trying to connect on a falling
Feels
up
like
air.
it, yeah.
Covers this exact space, and I want to say like 1 or 2 frames off before that back air comes in.
Before that back air. You just pressed a little bit too slow. Happens to the best of us.
Game of inches.
It's a game of inches, and you know what? You guessed correctly. You're able to take it a mile. So once again, congratulations to Mega. He closed out the set.
Yeah, in top 48 now.
In top 48 now, in winner's side, I would like to add. And my friend, Ubel, Henry, do you know what time it is? Do you smell it?